I'm Duane Roelfs of Servants United Parish. I will be leading daily devotions with you. The basis for these daily devotions is from Christ in Her Home, a daily devotional series. The Bible readings are from the Revised Standard Version. For Monday, October 25th, our reading is from the 4th chapter of Exodus, verses 1 through 17. Then Moses answered, "But behold, they will not believe me or listen to my voice, for they will say, 'The Lord did not appear to you.' The Lord said to him, 'What is that in your hand?' He said, 'A rod.' And he said, 'Cast it on the ground.' So he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from it. But the Lord said to Moses, 'Put out your hand and take it by the tail.' So he put out his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand, that they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared to you." Again, the Lord said to him, "Put your hand in your bosom." And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous, as white as snow. And God said, "Put your hand back into your bosom." So he put his hand back into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, it was restored like the rest of his flesh. "If they will not believe you," God said, "or heed the first sign, they may believe the latter sign. If they will not believe in even those two signs or heed your voice, you shall take some water from the Nile, pour it upon the dry ground, and the water which you shall take from the Nile will become blood upon the dry ground." But Moses said to the Lord, "O my Lord, I am not eloquent, either heretofore or since thou hast spoken to thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of tongue." Then the Lord said to him, "Who has made man's mouth? Who makes him dumb or deaf or seeing or blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with your mouth and teach you what you shall speak." But he said, "Oh my Lord, send, I pray, some other person." Then the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, "Is there not Aaron your brother, the Levite? I know that he can speak well, and behold, he is coming out to meet you. And when he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. And you shall speak to him and put the words in his mouth. And I will be with your mouth and with his mouth, and will teach you what you shall do. He shall speak for you to the people, and he shall be a mouth for you, and you shall be to him as God. And you shall take in your hand this rod, with which you shall do the signs." Word of the Lord. Signs of truthfulness. A staff that turns into a snake. A leprosy inducing and curing cloak. The power to turn river water to blood. These would be handy tricks to have at your disposal to prove to others you aren't lying about God. The fact that God provides these signs for Moses' arsenal shows us that God is not opposed to signs as a vehicle toward trust. Indeed, God himself once urged those who did not believe his words to at least believe the works. John 10, verse 38, as a kind of entry-level faith. The question for you might be, what sort of signs best fit the message you've been giving to bear? Moses' shiver-inducing signs were a good fit for a "let my people go or else style message. But they wouldn't work for the gospel. Your message is one of liberation through the cross of Christ. the proof of God's love for sinners. Romans 5, verse 8. What signs of undeserved compassion might you perform that could pave the way for listening ears and believing hearts? Our prayer. Dear Jesus, give me courage and insights to bear witness to you through my words and deeds. Amen. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.